John?
Right, Joel, what about we now go inside the house and look at the inside of that wall that we've just bricked. Now, of course, there'll be no bricks showing on the inside. There'll be fascia board and interior wall, whatever it is. What we'll work out now is, of course, you're going to want to paint those walls. So we need to work out, first of all, how much paint we're going to need, and then how much it's going to cost us.
Okay, good. So seems like we're doing this calculation a lot. We're going to find the area of the wall first.
Again, area. Most of this work does have area involved. So
okay.
The area of the wall is 25 square metres again.
Yep.
Now, if you're going to put more than one coat of paint on the wall, which is used, well, you put an undercoat on for a start, and then you paint over that with the colour you want. So then there would be probably at least 2 coats of paint.
Okay.
To go down.
So
let's call that the effective painting area.
Effective painting area. So effectively, we're not going to paint 25 metres squared. We're going to paint the wall 25 metres squared
twice
times the number of coats.
That's right.
Whoops. Now that's going to be 25 times 2, which means that our effective painting area is 50 metres squared. Square metres, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, how much paint are we going to need? Now, usually there's a figure in painting trade. They know how many square metres will be covered by 1 litre of paint.
And so we call that the coverage.
The coverage.
And what, you might find that on the back of the tin.
I would suggest so, yeah.
So what's your average paint colour, Andre?
I'd be guessing here, but a litre of paint, you'd probably be looking at, let's say 2 metres, 2 square metres to make a nice round figure,
2 square metres per litre. So
right.
the coverage of this paint is going to be 2 metres squared, or 2 square metres per litre. Okay.
Now that's, I'm only guessing there. Actually looking at that, it seems a bit small, doesn't it?
Okay, what do you reckon?
Oh, let's go 10.
All right, so
boys, you'll need to look at the question that's being asked. It will tell you in the question what the coverage is. So let's make it round figures for the purpose of calculation.
Maybe head down to Bunnings and check it out.
They could do that anytime you like.
Okay, so coverage, 10 metres squared per litre. Now we're going to figure out how much paint we need.
That's right.
How much paint?
We'll be dividing then the effective painting area of 50.
The effective painting area divided by the coverage.
Yeah.
So that's going to be effective painting area 50 divided by 10. That's going to be a nice round figure of 5 litres.
Then, depending on the colour of the paint and what's, the brand of the paint, whatever, you'll have to look at how the paint is sold. And paint tins usually, I think, come in quantities around about 4 litres, I think.
I think there's a bit of a pain here because they come in 1 litre tins, 4 litre tins.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
So you're not going to be able to buy exactly 5 litres. You're going to have to buy a number of tins.
Okay, so the cost of this paint, you guys are going to be able to figure this out pretty easy, I think. But the cost of the paint is going to be whatever it is that you need to do here. So if you've got, let's say this tin here is a 4 litre tin and it costs, let's say $60. And then you could maybe buy a 1 litre tin that costs, it's going to be more than $15, let's say $20.
$20, yeah.
For 1 litre. You get a bulk discount, so the 4 litres is going to be less. Now in this case, the cost of the paint here is going to be 60 plus 20. It's going to be $80 to paint this wall.
That's right.
Okay, so these numbers worked out really, really neat and even because you bought a 4 litre tin and a 1 litre tin, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Not at all. You may find 1 litre tins aren't available in the type of paint you want. So what you really need to do, the concept is you're dividing the effective painting area by the coverage, and if your number of litres is such that when you divide by 4 litres per tin, you get 4.5 tins. 4.5 tins, yeah. You can't buy 4.5 tins, you've got to buy 5 tins.
All right, so in a nutshell, we're working in the real world here.
Yeah.
So if you buy 4.3 tins and you write your answer saying buy 4.3 tins, you're not going to be right.
No.
You've got to work in the real world. That was the same when we were talking about bricks. It's the same for paint now. If you've got to buy a 4 litre tin, buy a 4 litre tin. If you have to buy 2 4 litre tins because 1 litre tins aren't available, this is going to cost you $120 to paint your wall. It really depends.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right, that's painting in a nutshell.
It sure is.